Good morning, students. How are you all? Fine. Okay. You had a very long period for study, isn't it? So, how did you all spend your vacations? I think it was boring because there were many restrictions not to do this, not to do that, not to do your wash your hands and so many things, isn't it? So, now let us refresh our mind by again starting with our daily routine, that is coming back to the school, so that whatever 2 3 months when you were at home you had been very bored. So again by learning something new, let us start and make up our mind for studies. Okay, because we know that if we get one day holiday also, the next day our mood is not so fresh. We are not, what you can say, interested in the classroom. We are taking the things very lightly. But then, as education is very important for us, we have to continue our education. So, students, you all know me, and I am going to teach you history as usual. With the history that we studied till 8th standard was different. Now, this year's history is divided into two parts. One is history, and the other is politics. Okay, or political science. So, let us see our syllabus. We are going to revise the old syllabus again. That is, first lesson is sources of history. This chapter, can you tell me from which standard we are learning? Yes, it is right from the 6th standard. And that is why we are very well known about this source of history. So, even if without taking the help of the textbook also, if I ask you any questions, you can very easily tell that what things you can take under material sources, written sources and oral sources. Okay. So, this year again our first topic is source of history. Only the change is that in 7th standard, 6th standard the information was given in, what you can say, very limited information was given. In 8th standard some points were elaborated, means some detailed information was given, and this year each and every point is given in detail. So, why this is? Because now we are in 9th standard and we have to write the question answers for 2 to 4 marks. Till 8th standard it was okay. If you write in one line also, the source of history are divided into 3 parts, material, written and oral. Still you are getting 2 marks. But now this is not so. You have to write at least 2 marks answers for each and every point. That is, you have to write lengthy answers. So, shall we start with our syllabus? Yes. Now, we are going to see again, we have already revised that the types of sources are written, material and oral. In the textbook, today we are going to see the first point, that is written sources, in which we are going to see these 3 points in detail, which are the newspapers, Press Trust of India, that is PTI, and postage stamp. So let us look at the diagram. What things are included in written sources? Newspapers, periodicals, diaries, autobiographies or biographies, correspondence, postage stamps, and there are many other books, names also included, that is encyclopedia, reference books, and so many things. So till 8th standard, if you could only draw the diagram, so you were getting 2 marks. But now this will not be. So you will have to elaborate each and every point. And then each and every point, okay, it can be asked for a short note, it can be asked for answer in brief, and then each and every point will be having different marks. So now let us start with newspaper. Let us first see what information is given below this particular chart. Just as newspapers are considered the 4th pillar of democracy in modern period, they are also a major medium of information. So newspapers, they are considered to be the 4th pillar, and these all are based on modern information, that is the latest information. If we consider the period from 1961 to 2000, we see that in the beginning there was no alternative to print media, especially newspapers. With regulations and widespread use of internet in India, an alternative for print media became available. Yet the print media is still continuing to be powerful. So, in olden days, the information information that was been given in the newspaper is all very limited. That again we are going to read in the next paragraph. But still I would like to give you an information that in olden days, or you can just remember the books that you were using in the third and fourth standard. They were totally black and white. In the same way, in olden days also the newspapers were printed in black and white. But as the technology is developing, what is happening? People are able to put up new ideas, and that is why today's newspaper, if you see, it is very bulky. It is having 12 to 15 pages, 16 pages, 18 pages. Sunday's paper is more bigger than that, and then many colorful or what you can say attractive colors are also used in that particular page. So let us see now in newspapers what particular information is given. Through newspapers we can get information about national and international affairs, policy, politics, arts, sports, literature and social and cultural affairs. So they are not only giving us the information about what happened yesterday or is happening here and there, but it is also giving, you can see there are so many advertisements. All the new products that are coming in the market, they are also advertised on the paper with beautiful colors and all that, what you can say, some delicious fruits are shown over there, and then it attracts us to buy those things. So that is the intention of making the newspaper more and more colorful. Then newspaper contains matter related to human life. You also know that yesterday it rained very heavily, how much damage took place, whether the rain was helpful to the farmers or it was destructive. All these things are also given in the newspaper. Most national newspapers have started their regional editions. They publish supplements that give information about various topics. Newsletters of various movements, the dailies or weeklies of political parties, monthly and annual magazines are important among the print media. Some newspapers produce special supplements towards the end of the year and take an overview of the important events of the year. Such supplements help us to understand important events of the year. So, there at the end of the year, there are yearly newspapers printed in which all the important happenings that took place in the year are again published so that we can just recollect our memory, or we can just remember, yes, in January what had happened, in December something took place, or what had happened in the month of, or in the season of, or you can say Ganesh Utsav, in the season of Navratri, whatever important things took place, after the period we forget all those things. So, yearly newspapers are printed in which all these things are again given in detail. The next one is Press Trust of India. After 1953, the Press Trust of India has been an important source of primary details of all important events and of articles of important subjects. Press Trust of India has provided reports, photographs and articles on financial and scientific issues to newspapers. PTI has now started its online services. During the 1990s, PTI started using the satellite broadcast technology instead of teleprinters to send news all over the country. This material is important for writing the history of modern India. So what is Press Trust of India? Yes, it is an important source of all the primary details of all the important events happening in that particular year related to each and every subject. And in that, the reports given by the editors and the what you can say photographs that are being collected, they play a very important role in this particular matter. Then, now just see the last line again. I am going to repeat that this Press Trust of India, they have also started a new technology, a new way of connecting the people. And what is that? Satellite broadcasting. And instead of satellite broadcasting technology, so the word technology should be added in there instead of televisions. Just turn to the next page. Now we are going to see the next point, that is postage stamps. And do you know columns? We will read after this particular point. So let us complete this. Now you know that now also many of you are having different types of hobbies, collecting coins, collecting what you can say different types of pictures related to different political leaders or great personalities, heroes, sportsmen and all that. So in olden days, the people or the students rather will say, they were interested or they were having a hobby of collecting different types of stamps related to different countries. So now let us see what is given in this para. The postal stamps don't reveal anything on their own. Yet a historian makes them speak. In the postal stamp, it is a small piece of paper. It is not speaking, but then it is giving an information about a particular event, about a particular person. Then, now I can give you an example. Just as we on our currency note, we have the picture of a great leader, that is Mahatma Gandhi, and is the father of our nation. In the same way, on postage stamps also, different personalities' pictures have been printed. Nowadays, now the use of postage stamps has started becoming very rare. But in the olden days, whenever you are writing a letter or you are sending a particular parcel from one place to another, a postage stamp had to be fixed over there. It was having a particular value. There have been several changes in postage stamps since India became independent. Postage stamps reveal a lot to us about changing times due to the variety in the sizes of the stamps, the novelty in their subjects and color schemes. So, different color schemes have also started being used in the postage stamps. The postal department issues postage stamps on a wide variety of themes like, now just now I told you there are pictures of great leaders. So now what are these? Themes means different things are being what you can say shown on that particular postage stamp, which are the political leaders, flowers, animals, birds, an event on the silver, golden, diamond, jubilees or cemetery, bicentenary, tricentenary of different events, and it is therefore a valuable repository of history. So stamps are also very important documents that gives us the idea of history. Now, first we will see the do you know column on the right hand side, which is related to the postage stamp. So now I am just reading it. The Indian government issued the Jalkupa stamp in 1977. So this stamp by the name of Jalkupa was started in the year 1977. Jalkupa was an international acclaimed fatalist, that is an expert in the subject of postage stamps. So who was this person? He was a person who was very expert in making different types of stamps, and that is why the stamp on his name or behind his name had been published in the year 1977. Now this person, born in Paris, household in Mumbai, Cooper edited India's Stamp Journal. So he was born in Paris, but he was living in Mumbai, and at that time he had started India's Stamp Journal. He was the founder of first philatelic bureau in India, an office that collected stamps. He founded the Empire of Indian Philatelic Society. He went on to write many books on his subject, and he gave a scientific bent to his hobby. Means he gave a new way to his hobby, and because of this, many people started getting an idea that collecting stamps can also be a part of our hobby. He played a pivotal role in taking the study of Indian stamps to the international level, and having started his career as a post-stamp collector, Cooper achieved the expertise of a philatelist at the international level. The postage stamp of Charles Cooper is an important source to understand his significant contribution to this field. So this was the first person who had the hobby of collecting stamps related to different things, and that is why many of the people, we also get ideas. When we observe someone, we think that yes, even I can do this. And so the stamp collection idea was first, the hobby of collecting stamps was first started by John Cooper, and then it was a new view to our people. Now, we have left one paragraph that is on the left hand side, which I told you that we will be taking at the end. So this is, let us read that. Do you know? Among the print media, which is related to press text, okay? Press text means print media. So this paragraph is related to that. The information contained in annual issues of publication, Division of Government of India is authentic and trustworthy. Authentic means which is having a particular base, which is not something fake. For example, the Information and Broadcasting Department published India 2000 an annual reference book. This reference book is created under Research Department and Training Department or Research Reference and Training Department. Now what is this particular? It contains useful information about land, its people, national emblems. Now what is our national emblem? Yes, it is having 4 lions. Which was erected by whom? Yes, it was erected by King Ashoka. So that is our national emblem. Political system, defense, education, cultural events and an account of developments in the fields of science, technology, environment, health, family welfare, social welfare, mass media and so many things that are related to communication. All these things related to economics, finance, planning, education, agriculture, water conservation, rural development, food, civil appliances and all these things are coming. All these points are being included by the Press Trust of India. So whatever things have happened yesterday, day before yesterday, they have been published in today's paper. In the same way, in those days also, Press Trust of India was giving us a detailed information about all these things. So did you get the lesson today? So what we have done? In written sources, we have seen 3 points in detail. First was newspapers, then Press Trust of India and postage tax. Okay. So in the previous class, we were not having this in detail. And now we have to a detailed view about these 3 points. So thank you students. Your today's homework will be you have to draw the picture for written sources and write short notes on these particular 3 points. Okay. If you have any difficulties, go home, read the lesson again and ask it